Give me another minute. I'm finishing a snack. Okay, we're good. Hi, everyone. Sorry, I was eating cheese and crackers, and I didn't want to crunch directly into the mic. So I took a little extra time to say hi. Hi, everyone. Hi, Atho. Hi, Sanic. Hello, Ivanovish. How are we all doing today? Hope we're all having a good day, evening, afternoon. How have our weekends been? My weekend was boring as hell. Did a lot of sleeping and a lot of gaming, and that's just about it. Oh, and a bit of reading. Doing good, just relaxing. Oh, jeez. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. But yeah, not too much for me. Played a lot of Overwatch, reading a book, doing my mum's book club. Anything else? No, I really can't think of anything else. It's not coming to me. It's not coming to me right now. Yeah, I hope everyone's having a good time. Tried to make a new pixel art, but not feeling it, so it'll stay as a work in progress for the moment. No worries. Take your time, Ivanovish. Do not feel like you have to share everything. It is a-okay to give it some time. Give it some time. Play with your draft. I think a lot of people can be way too quick when it comes to being creative, to wanting to create the final product, when stuff like that can take time, especially if you want it to be perfect, you want it to be brilliant. You do have to wait it out a little bit. You do have to do it over and over and over again to make sure it works really well. I'm doing that with writing at the moment. I'm not much of a writing kind of person that takes a long time, like that makes several drafts for something, but the current thing I'm working on with my writing, I'm definitely working on editing it and actually making sure it's decent instead of just putting the words out on the page and putting it out there. I'm being a little more careful with it. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing good. Today we will be playing Ace Attorney Investigations Prosecutor's Gambit. We will be starting a new case. Finally. It's been... I checked the VOD, so let me look at the VODs right now. So, actually, no, I won't check the VODs. I'll check the thumbnails I made for the VODs, because that helps me figure out where we're at. So the first case of Prosecutor's Gambit took 2 episodes. Took 2 sessions of us playing. The second case took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Took 5 sessions. It's getting longer, getting rough, not that bad. The third case, the one we just finished last week, that took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 sessions. So, that last case was a monster, and I'm scared that the next 2 of these cases are also going to be monsters in terms of length, because usually the way that Ace Attorney goes, the cases just get longer the further you get into the game. So the fact that this case already took us 8 weeks. Yeah, we're gonna be playing this until July, I fear. This is gonna take a long damn time. Hello, Cat Frog. Wow, it's been a long time since I've called you by your username. Hello, Mare, and hello, G Charizard. I hope both of you are doing well. It's a nice case. It's a case with K in it. And I'm both happy and sad. I'm happy because, on one hand, I feel like this game has been lacking a lot of K content. Content with a K, as it were, with the letter K. But at the same time, if she gets accused of murder, if she gets kidnapped, if something, I don't want this to be a Maya situation, you know? I know she is kind of just a shoehorn as like the Maya for like Edgeworth's Maya, but does she have to fulfill every part of being Edgeworth's Maya? Please? Oh, the Bacon Bob case, it was a nice case. It was long and it was tedious, but I feel like a lot of the case it was worth it. Like, it didn't feel 8 episodes long, because, like, it felt like every episode was worth it, you know? Like, every moment added something in a way that doesn't happen sometimes. Like, the extraterritoriality case sucked. But this case, but the Bacon Bob case, Turnabout Legacy, everything had meaning, everything had purpose, and everything had a purpose that I enjoyed as well. The storytelling is amazing in that one, especially since it ties into Edgeworth's upbringing. Yeah, I think it worked really well. I liked getting to know. I like that we're really kind of. I like that these games really kind of push into Edgeworth's ethics and ideals of like how far he's willing to go to reach the truth. And I like knowing what is right and what is good about being a prosecutor versus maybe an attorney, a defender. I think it's very interesting. I think I listen, I'm just happy they have Edgeworth games, you know? I'm just happy that we get to look into Edgeworth's psyche at all. But the fact that they're looking into Edgeworth's psyche in such a way that they're going into like his, you know, ethics and morals and who he wants to be as a person and as a prosecutor, I'm a big fan. What was I gonna say? Show and tell. That's what I was gonna say. So, for those who are not in the Discord, or for those who have the Discord muted, we have changed how show and tell works. So this is more of a privacy thing because there are channels called People's Pets Picks and stuff like that. But why isn't this working? There it is. But if I use People Pets Picks, people may want to post selfies there or pictures there that they don't want to put on stream. So I have instead created the Show and Tell channel. So people putting things in the Show and Tell channel know full well and give full consent to their content being shown on stream. Hey, Cass. How are you? Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I downed a drink and a snack before I got here, and I've swallowed a bit of air, I think. My Wi-Fi hates me today. For the past 15 minutes, been dying on me and causing the stream to buffer. Oh, that sucks, Sanic. I'm sorry. But I hope you're doing well other than that, and just in time for us to see what you were doing. First of all, you showed us your Pokemon team. This is an interesting team. Interesting team. I will say this much. You gotta level the other Pokemon. I will say this much. As I won't give much in terms of advice. But as someone who has played Pokemon for a very long time, you can't just level one Pokemon. You can't just level one. You have to make sure everyone is high enough level, not just your first guy. I made that mistake once and it was bad. I remember I played Diamond and I picked Piplup, which it's fine over leveling Piplup for the first part of the game, which is up against a rock type, which water is super effective against most of them, I think. But the grass gym sucked. And I went down quite quickly because the only one who was good enough was Piplup. But Piplup was weak to grass. Getting excited for the trip in April? I'm excited for you. I'm so excited. I'm gonna need so many pictures, so many videos. I need to see you two's cute faces. I will also say, Sanic, you asked me what my mother's opinion of Chimchar was, because last stream I was telling people what like my mum's opinions on various Pokemon. I was showing her Pokemon she might like or dislike, and I showed her Chimchar after that stream, and she likes him. She thinks Chimchar is cute. And I thought as much. I thought she was going to have a good opinion of Chimchar, because Chimchar is really, he's just a monkey. Like, I think my mum's favorite Pokemon are going to be the ones that actually look like normal things. Like, she's not gonna like the weird, ridiculous, multicolored ones. Like, Chimchar just looks like a monkey. He just has a flame for a tail. And then, oh my goodness, only 2 things this week. You slacking, Sanic. I'm kidding. Please, don't splurge all your money. This is cute. I want to know what that red thing in the little background is. It looks like a pole. Like it might be a checkpoint or something. But for the 30th anniversary is cool. And then we got the Dark Knight. The DC thing. Is this a Batman thing? There's like a bat in the... Okay, no, that's definitely Batman. Now that is this is definitely a Batman thing. Oh, and Cass showed off babies! Bills exist. If I had the funds, I would have bought more. No worries. Listen, there's a reason why I don't send much stuff in the chat. And that's because I don't got a lot of disposable income. I'm going hard into my savings right now, but I have splurged on something last week. I think I talked about it in Discord, and it's gonna take a while to get here. It's gonna come mid to end of April, so it's gonna be a kind of birthday present for me, which is exciting. I love your babies. They look so golden in the sunlight. I love when brown animals, or just dark animals in general, sit in the sun and they just completely change color. Like, it lights up all of the little undertones that you would never really see in their fur. Like Pepsi, when she's in the dark or when she's in a room, she kind of just looks black with some like dark, like not black patches, like some dark brown patches. But then she goes into the sun and she looks golden. She looks orange. It's amazing. I love it so much. They just look like they're meant to be in the sun, you know? Yeah, they literally glow in sunlight. Like, they're born to be out there. They are born for the sun. And then we had Mare christened this one with a game called Pandemic Hot Zone North America. With things that aged poorly. I feel that about things that aged poorly because I used to be a really big fan of the game Plague Inc. Like, I used to play it on my phone, and then I also got it on my PC to play, and I've kind of wanted to stream it as well as like a one-shot at some point. But the thing is, I don't like the Plague. No. In Plague Inc., you invent an illness. And you have to pick how it spreads, and you have to pick the symptoms, and you have to like make it spread across the world and literally kill everyone. So I yeah, I've kind of wanted to play it as a one shot, but the thing is, I just feel like I know it's been a few years since the height of the pandemic, but like people are still dying, people are still getting sick. I still mask, plenty of people around me still mask. It's it still feels like it's in poor taste these days to to play a game where you make a disease. Like maybe I'd do it like off stream, but I don't think I would stream it. But it is fun. I like it a lot. And I did not get anything from the Steam sale. As I said, I made a pretty big purchase last week. I think it was like $100, and then it was like $50 shipping because it was coming from England. So I'm so I'm taking a chill pill when it comes to my spending. However, these next couple of weeks I am working an extra day a week up until Easter. So it's so I'm getting a little extra money. I'm asked though I have a bunch of pre-existing conditions. I don't have any pre-existing conditions. However, I mask for a few different reasons. One, it's just a good thing to do. Two, I don't like getting sick. I have the pain tolerance of a baby. Like I can't do it. And it feels like, especially at work, if I take off my mask, like if I forget to mask one day at work, I will get sick immediately afterwards. Like it'll just be like that. So I've learned my lesson. I still mask. And I also like it for like privacy reasons as well. Not like privacy as in like getting spied on or anything like that. But I feel like because I'm autistic, I think I find it hard to make appropriate facial expressions at people, especially customers. And when you have a mask, that alleviates my concern in that area. But it is mostly for health. There are just some added bonuses as well. Oh, and it's also for my mother's health, because my mother had me at 43, so she's in her early 70s right now. And she had pneumonia like 5 years ago, and she never completely recovered from that. And then she had a cancer scare 2 years ago. So I'm just like, I'm not gonna play with her health. Because I still live with her, still live in the same household. I don't want to bring anything back here. I want this woman to live as long as humanly possible. That's scary. It was scary, but she was in the clear. It was just a growth she had that was potentially cancerous, but she had surgery, it got taken out, and they biopsied it, and it wasn't cancerous. But still, it's one of those things that's like that just makes you worry, you know? On the topic of Pokemon, I've been told that Kricketot isn't that good, so I'm swapping that one out with a better Pokemon once I get one. Same with Bidoof, since leveling up is just not worth it if he's not even that good. I'm keeping Bidoof for something I'll have access to later in the game, though. Yeah, if you want me to, like, rate your team, I'll say this. Chimchar, great. Chimchar, great. Shinx, great. Starly, great. Bidoof is not as great, but he is often used as what people call an HM slave. I hate that term, and I also hate using Pokemon as HM slaves. I like to spread out my HMs over every Pokemon, but a lot of people just use Bidoof or Bibarel, its evolution, as, like, just put all the HMs on it. And then Kricketot, I've never used Kricketot, and I have heard it's not that great either. But the big thing is, you can play Pokemon however you like. There are definitely better Pokemon than others. Picking certain Pokemon will definitely make the game feel easier or harder in various ways. However, don't feel pressured to feel like you have to use a certain team. That's a big thing with Gen 4 in particular, Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, is that there's almost a definitive 6 every time people play Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, because there are just 6 Pokemon that are so good that people use them in every playthrough. And that's a starter, but it's usually Chimchar. It's Garchomp, it's Staraptor, it's Luxray, it's Floatzel, and I don't remember the last one. I think it might be Roserade, but I can't be sure. So people have, like, definitive, this is the best team you could use. But the thing is, you can play it any way you want. When I played, the first time that I beat Pokemon Diamond, which was about 10 years after I actually tried playing it for the first time. The first time I beat it, I had a Pachirisu on my team, I had a Drifblim, I had a Honchkrow. Actually, no, I don't think I had a Drifblim. I had a Honchkrow, I had a Skuntank. Like, I was trying to make sure that I was going out of my way to pick Pokemon that I never picked before. And then when I streamed Brilliant Diamond, when that came out, I also tried to pick a fairly diverse team as well. I had Drapion, I had Drifblim, I had Pachirisu again, because Pachirisu is my fucking baby. So don't feel pressured to feel like you have to pick a certain team. There are definitely Pokemon that are better than others, but the game is winnable. No matter what you do. Well, there are certain ways of like, no matter what team you pick, the game can be winnable. The only reason I picked Chimchar other than it being a fire type is it's a monkey, it's some fire. Why wouldn't I go for that? Why would you not go for that? Because Grass Turtle is better. I'm a Turtwig fan. Turtwig is my favorite. And Torterra is fucking badass. Like, it has a forest on its back. That's cool as hell. Fire types are always my go-to choices whenever I've attempted to get into the franchise in the past. When it comes to starters, I have a massive variety. Sorry, had a drink. The starter I pick varies heavily every game. Like, I've never played a Gen 1 game, but when I do, and I'll probably stream it too because it's ported to Switch at this point, I'll pick Bulbasaur. Gen 2, I've done 2 playthroughs. I've picked I've picked Cyndaquil and Totodile. Gen 3, I picked Mudkip. Gen 4, I have picked Turtwig every single fucking time. Gen 5, well, Pokemon White, I picked Snivy, and then in Pokemon Black 2, I picked Oshawott. In Pokemon Y, I picked Fennekin. In Sun and Moon, I usually pick Poplio, but I have also once picked Rowlet. Sword and Shield I haven't played, and that's going to be rough because I genuinely cannot decide between Grookey and Scorbunny. So that's going to be tough. And then Gen 9, I picked Fuecoco. So I feel like I have a pretty wide variety. I feel like I definitely pick the fire and water types more. I feel like I lack a little in the grass type choices. However, I love Turtwig so much. It's literally my 3rd favorite Pokemon ever, that I feel like it makes up for the fact that I don't pick grass types all that often, but when I do pick a grass type, I love it with all my heart. So yeah, I will not spend the rest of this stream giving Pokemon advice because I'm gonna be so real with you. I only really started using status moves in Pokemon last year. even if you even if you go back and watch my Brilliant Diamond VODs, I will go full on attacking moves. I only feel like last year did I fully start locking into, okay, who's the special attacker, who's the special defender, who's the tank, who's the physical attacker, what are the advantages of these Pokemon, what moves should I give them, like actually locking into what their movesets what would suit them and their statistics. I only really started doing that last year. So it took a while for me to get the hang of it, but I'm getting there now. Hey, Ash. Showed up just in time for Poker Talk? Hell yeah. Do you have what starters do you pick in your games? Do you pick a specific typing of Pokemon, or are you a variety person? And that goes for the rest of chat as well. When it comes to starters, do you have a pattern, or do you just fly by the seat of your pants and pick who you like? Pick whatever's cutest. That's so fair. That's so fair, honestly. Do that, but I'm way too new to the game to figure out what most of this stuff is. I'll give you this. Sanic fan, I will give you this piece of advice as well. So it's quite basic. So when it comes to Pokemon, if you go to their stats, their attack stat is split into physical attack, which is like attacks that make contact, for example, punching, kicking, stuff like that. And then they are also split into special attack, which is things that don't make physical contact, like it'd be moves like Gust, it'd be moves like Razor Leaf. Those are special attack because there's no physical contact between the Pokemon, as opposed to like Bite, which is a physical attack. I just say, and every move in the game is also either attack or special. Oh shit, I muted my mic on accident. So they're either attack or special attack. So make sure to give, if your Pokemon has a higher special attack than its attack, give it special moves. If it has higher attack than special attack, give it physical moves. If it's quite equal, then it doesn't really matter. But if one is significantly higher as the other one, an example, would Chimchar's Ember be an attack move or a special attack move? You can check. I think it's special attack. Yeah. Ember is special. However, let me find Infernape. I just want to make sure this is who Chimchar evolves into. I want to make sure it's got its stats right. Okay, so, well, here's the thing. You don't have to worry too much about this, because Chimchar is a mixed attacker. Chimchar is good at both attack and special attack, so you don't have to worry about it as much, at least for your starter. But if you're going to keep Starly, we'll check Staraptor here. We'll check who it evolves into here. Yeah, see here, Staraptor, its attack is 120, while its special attack is only 50. So Staraptor would be better off with physical moves, as opposed to Chimchar, which would be better, which doesn't really have a preference. Or, I don't know what Luxray is, because I don't use these Pokemon. I don't use these Pokemon. I've never evolved into a Luxray in my life when playing Pokemon. Okay, Luxray is also pretty equal, but it goes more into physical. Damn, you got a lot of physical attackers on your team. That's fun. Is there a way to see this in-game? Yes, but I can't visualize it. So if you go to your Pokemon, so in the Discord, where you saw your Pokemon team, you can click on a Pokemon and it should say summary. It should give you an option. Yeah. I'll show you how. I don't have my DS with me, so I can't do it. I don't even have my Switch with me, so I can't even do it with Brilliant Diamond. So my bad. So in the Discord, you sent a picture of the team. On that page, you can click on a certain Pokemon. For example, click on your Chimchar. And then it should say something. It should have a few options. And one of those options, I think, should say summary. And if you go to summary, then you should be able to see you should be able to go through a few different screens. One of which is like their statistics, and then one of which is like their move set, and there's a few others, and there's a couple of others as well that don't matter as much, at least at this point in the game. I'm gonna put up a poll for a word game in the meantime. We will not be doing squares today because squares today has a word in it that I'd rather not have on stream. Hey, Bob, happy Tuesday, welcome in. So we'll do Contexto, and we'll do words on stream, and we'll do Squirtle. What? So we've had squares with that word in it before, but it's like the first 4 letters in a row on the top of the screen. So it's not really something you can unsee once you've seen it. And I'd rather not, it's not a slur or anything though. Squares has done slurs before. Squares did the D slur recently, for lesbians in its squares. Which is why one of the reasons why I didn't do squares on Thursday, because I was like, I'm not putting that on fucking stream. Back with my system with the game booted up. Could you repeat the instructions? Okay. So you sent a photo with your Pokemon team. I say go and go to that page again where you can see the list of all your Pokemon. Kind of sussy lately. Yeah, it's been weird, but I'm glad that I've had Mare. Mare was like vetting my squares for me for a while there. which was good. I'm in there right now. Okay, so you should be able to select a Pokemon from that screen. So whichever one you want to pick, you should be able to select one, and then there should be a list of options, and one of the options should be the word summary. I think it's summary. Hey, Moth, how you doing? And then if you go into summary, then you should be able to see with Chimichanga, yeah. And then you should be able to go and see its stats and stuff like that. There should be like a like a screen with a bunch of numbers. So like HP, a certain number, and it should tell you things as well, like what its ability is and stuff like that. And that's where you can see what your Pokemon stats are right now. And there's a few other complicated things to it, but I don't want to. If this is your first Pokemon game, you don't need to worry about all that right now. But stats is a pretty good thing to know. Moth snuck past the enemy team as Sombra and backcapped the payload to end the game. That's incredible. I love that for you. That's so fun. I love me a good backcap. I love me a good backcap. I'm glad, listen, I'm glad that other characters now, the attack is 24 and the special attack is at 19. I'm assuming that's good. Oh yeah. Yeah, the stats are definitely good. So right now its physical attack is higher. So whenever you get moves, it should tell you whether it's a physical or special move or status move, but that's a whole different thing. So I'd say prioritize keeping physical moves and removing special moves. So like keep Ember right now. Ember's really good because he's a fire type, and fire type moves with fire type Pokemon is going to give them a boost. But in the future, if there are physical fire type moves, maybe lean more into those. Moth has been playing quite a bit of Deadlock. I need to play more Deadlock. I know that there's a game mode out of Deadlock that I think I'd like more, but it's not. It's how's Deadlock? I'd be tempted to get into it. Deadlock is fun, but my problem with Deadlock is that the games are so fucking long. The games are so fucking long. And it's not like Valorant where you have breaks in between rounds. Like it's just one round. It is one round, and it can be like 40 minutes to an hour of game. And it's a lot. However, I have heard that there is now a game mode that's a lot shorter, and I need to play because of that. I want to play because I need to play again because I want to see if the newer game mode is better for me. Yeah, how you get Deadlock is you need someone to invite you to the game, because it's currently, is it in beta now, G Charizard? I thought it was still in alpha, but it might have gone to beta at this point. I'm not too sure. I haven't been keeping up much with the game, but I do know one thing. I love Wraith. Wraith is my favorite character, I'd say, because she's just fairly easy to get the hang of. She's just got a normal fucking gun, and she can teleport, and that's like she has like get out of jail free cards. Moth somehow became a Page main. I tried playing Page, but I hate that her primary attack is like projectile. Her primary attack feels so slow, and I couldn't get into her. So I'm definitely more of a Wraith player. I think I've also played a little bit of... Is McGinnis the girl with the wall? And I think I also played a bit of the sniper lady. But I haven't played for ages, so I don't remember, like, any of the characters. Remy is really fun. Remy is someone I don't know. So I couldn't tell you what I know about Remy. Her primary attack is just Doctor Strange's main attack in Marvel Rivals. Well, I don't play Marvel Rivals, so so I appreciate the comparison, but unfortunately it does nothing for me. Remy is a fun support character. Yeah, I don't know what kind of character I'd want to play in Deadlock is the problem. And the thing is, I'm so in on Overwatch right now that I don't want to do much else. You know? Like, I'm like, I kind of want to get into Deadlock more. And then I'd be like, but why get into Deadlock when you can just play more Overwatch? And that's just kind of how, even with Valorant, there's a new Valorant character. Maybe I should play him. There's a new season. And then my brain goes, no, but you could be playing more Overwatch, though. And I go, yes, honey. Honey being my own brain. Monogamy for Overwatch. Yeah. Yeah, Overwatch will always... No, actually, I was going to say Overwatch was... I was going to say Overwatch was my first shooter game that I ever loved. Incorrect. The first shooter game I ever loved was Fortnite. But my true shooter game love is Overwatch. All right, Contexto, give us a word, chat. My head cold came back. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope that feels better soon. Let's see if Deadlock's a word. Deadlock is a word. It's not a good one, but it's there. Gee, I wonder why you would give me those 3 words, Cass. Also, one of them is real good. Pierce. Pizza. Tuesday. All right, what things can pierce? A needle. A knife. Knife. Stab. Knife. Scalpel. Knife. Is it going to be a food thing? Spear. Oh, I got the R in spear. Hunt. Puncture. Impale. There we go. Geez. This is probably the best start we've had in a long time. A spear. Arrow. I like arrow. And maybe like a bow and arrow. A spike. Spike is nice. Spear, knife, pierce, arrow, scalpel. Oh, weapon. Weapon is good. Sword. Sword is very good. Shield? Shield is not good. Gun. Gun is not good. Okay, we got a sword. Got like a scythe, a rapier, a scimitar. Whoa, scimitar is high. Maybe it's a pirate thing. It's not a pirate thing? What's the sport where people of horses try to stab each other? I know exactly what you're talking about, but I can't think of the word. It's not javelin. Jousting. It's jousting, Cass. And Bob got it too. And Moth got it too. And G Charizard got it too. We are your dictionary. Or your reverse dictionary. It's not, what does this word mean? It's, what is this word I'm trying to think of that has this meaning? Fencing? Maybe, no. Scimitar, saber, how about lightsaber? Imagine if that's a word. It's not. Katana? Katana's good. Blade? Blade is good. So it's something... This is a really interesting... What's that thing? Okay. Help me reverse dictionary in my chat. What's the blade at an end of a gun from, like, it was used in, like, World War eras. Is it like a bat lift? Bayonet, that's it. Oh, wasn't even that good. It wasn't even that good. But oh well. Update on Chimchar, he's a Monferno now. Yay! Oh, Mark Punch. Mark Punch is a good one. Claymore, I did have that one. But hey, welcome, Scarlet Blood Scythe. I think I didn't say hello. And I have done Scalpel. Scalpel is down here, Bob. But I have not done Cutlass. Cutlass is there. What are we missing? What are we missing? Do I really have to Google types of swords? Are we really doing types of swords? Handle? Hilt. Let's look at all the different types of swords. Okay, some of these are not gonna be here. Oh, geez. I thought that said Balatro, and I was like, ugh! I had a visceral reaction. Machete. Oh, machete's good. Machete? Halberd? They don't know that word. Sai? Battle axe? How about just axe? Pommel? Edge. Halbert with a T. Scythe, I did scythe, I think. It's down. I swear I did scythe. There it is. 151. What other ones are in here? I'm trying to scroll and, like, see which ones are, like, popping out to me. And it's nothing. Nothing is popping out to me. Longsword. Longsword pops out. Short sword? Texto doesn't know. Pole axe? Pole arm? Great sword. Broad sword. Of all the things, broadsword made it. Falchion. Gladius. You're not being nice to me today. Squares. You guys are fine. Stiletto. Okay, I need to put stiletto in there and see how high that is. Nah, wait. Is it a shoe? Okay. I didn't know stiletto was a type of sword. That's new to me. What are these? Ooh, I like Viking. I want to do Viking. How about a mace? Mace is up there. An epi? I've never heard of that in my life. Oh, saber, S-A-B-R-E? Oh, they do both spellings of that. A foil? It's another fencing sword. Nope, that's all of them. We're screwed. Oh, parry. The word parry, maybe? Nope. I'm thinking it might not be a sword, chat. Just potentially. Might not be a sword. Butter knife. Wait, I like that. Butter knife. Maybe, yeah, something knightly, maybe? Helmet. Armor. Caltrop. I've never heard of that in my life. Falcon. Never heard of that either. Sheath. Sheath. Neither of those work. Swordfish. I like that. I like that's a curveball. Finesse. Sharp. Have we done sharp? Okay, now we've done sharp. A hook. Nope. Hook. I'm trying to think. Like, I don't know. Slice. Dice. Fight. Sword fight. Slash. Ugh. My D&D knowledge isn't doing me well. What's that thing called? A dart. That's a weapon in D&D. I'm trying to think of other things I've used in D&D and it's not working for me. I use a crossbow sometimes. Combat? What are we missing? It's like we've listed like every single sword in existence and they're all within like the top 100 somehow. And we're still not there. Hey, 69 guesses. Teehee. A lance? Nope. What are we missing? What are we doing wrong? Now, this is 702 types of swords. A bastard sword? Wait, that's for me. I want a bastard sword. What is a tanto? Just gonna start putting words in. I have done cutlass. Cutlass is down here at 83. Rapier is somewhere. I did do rapier. I swear. There it is, it's down here. 716. Longsword, claymore, rapier, saber, Gian. What was that one called? There was one with Wakizashi. Zweihander. Scabbard. God. What are we missing? Ana. Ninjato. Nope. See, some of these just aren't even gonna be Crusader. Side sword. Excalibur! Oh. What the hell? Tomahawk? Or is it tomahawk? Javelin? There. Fork. Yeah, let's go. Fork. No, we're doing we've done machetes. We've done machetes. No, you told me 702 swords. I only see 50. Give me more. These are interesting. Nope, we've got all the fences. What is a rondel? We're barking up the wrong tree here. Oh, tomahawk. We were all getting it wrong. Thank you, G Charizard. Harpoon. What's the name of that case that holds swords? I have no idea, actually. I couldn't tell you. Bought some games from the Steam sale, which I just found out about. Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. I've heard good things about that one. Sam & Max Save the World. Geometry Dash. Oh, classic. Disney Infinity 1.0. Nice. A smith? Like a blacksmith? Is it metal? Metal. Silver. Gold. Steel. That's not how you spell steel. Bronze. Iron. Cavalry. Cheers, love. I'm never doing that again. Cortain. Cortana. Do we do a hint here? Is this what we do? Is this what we do? Cause like, what else do we got? A saw. Medieval. A pike. Nope. We're not there. What have we a daub? Let me daub. From the sale, I got Gothic Armada 2, Total Warhammer 3, and Halo Wars. Sounds fun. You said they were all RTSs, right? I hope you have fun with those. Jedi? There's no way. Oh, did stream die? Stream just died. Come on, man. Really? All right. We back. Thank you for the dances. The stream is back. Oh, only kind of. Oh, it's gone again. Come on. Nope. Bye-bye. No, we're gone again. Oh, we might be coming back. Nope, we're gone again. Oh, we're back. I still see it. Yes, but I'm continuously losing frames is what this thing is telling me. And it's telling me my bitrate is bad. Okay, we should be good now. Anyway, Jedi was at 348. What was the other one called? A kunai. Someone said kunai. Don't know that word. All right, we back now. Thank you for the dances and the wiggles and the love. Ugh. We miss. How about like shuriken? I know it's not like a blade, but like, no, it doesn't know shuriken. The daub joke, I know. I tried to daub and the stream OBS killed me. I think I did fight. How about battle? War. I have done stab. Dice. I think we need a hint. Do we use a hint, chat? We came so close, but I don't think we got anything left in the tank here. Gun, I've tried gun. Gun is somewhere. There's gun. We need a hint. All right. Falcon? Falcon. Hawk? Is this a bird? Eagle? What the fuck? What the fuck? What? What the fuck? I'm sorry, how did we get from every single sword in the world to a bird? Talon, claw, beak, eagle, fang, raptor, falcon, hawk, lancer, viper, gallant, wing, like what? Why is scimitar at 13? This is a bird? Why is condor? Why is condor lower than scorpion? Condors have talons and scorpions don't? It is a type of weapon. Is it? Let me look this up. Oh. It's from the... Nah, that's funny. It's from Helldivers. Is there a talon in Apex? Helldivers, Warframe, League, Star Citizen. Nah. Nah, that shit sucks, actually. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. This has happened a couple of times now, where the word that we're looking for, like we feel like we have found a theme, and we get so far in that theme, and then we stop, and then we realize it's not the name, it's not the theme. The theme is wrong, and we're on a different theme. That happened a while ago with, we were really on a color theme, like a color and flower theme, and it wasn't a flower. I don't remember what it actually was, though. Talon is also the name of an evil organization in game. It is. It's the evil organization in Overwatch. So Overwatch is coming back to haunt me again. I cannot believe it. I'm cursed. I'm cursed with the curse of Overwatch brain. That was suck. Like, that was, I have no words. I have no words. Oh, sorry, the audio's a little bit high. I have no words. So I have no words, so I must scream. My mic barely even picked that up because it cuts out high pitches for some reason. It cuts me out when I laugh sometimes too. My microphone hates my joy. Right, the ads should be over in a minute. And then when I get the message in chat, ad is now over. Enjoy the rest of the stream. You are free. Welcome back, Scarlet Bloodscythe. So yeah, now that we're done with the hell that was Contexto, it's time to, you have so many cute little... Oh my goodness, sorry, no, that's not... Ivanovish and Scarlet Bloodscythe, you both have red names, so I thought the little Mothman emoji was also from Scarlet Bloodscythe. But I love this. I love these wiggles. These are good wiggles. I enjoy them a lot. Ooh, and we got the Club Penguin dance too. Hell yeah. I love those TikToks that are like when they put you into the middle of the dance circle, but the only thing you remember is like such and such meme choreography, like the Club Penguin choreography. Yeah, let's go to those wiggles in. Dance party chat. Do I still have that as a... Oh, did I leave dance party? I have emo party. But I don't have dance party anymore. I swear it used to be called dance party. I must have changed it. I love the Dino Dance emote. It is so cute. Alright, so last week on Ace Attorney Investigations 2 Prosecutor's Gambit, who fucking cares? We finished the case. The guy we thought was the murderer was the murderer. So, like, nothing matters. Nothing matters. Who cares? You guys have so many dance emotes. Hello? Okay, to be fair, half of them are the ones that I have on BTTV. I have a lot of a lot of the emotes I added to this channel on BTTV are dance emotes, so I'm happy you are all enjoying them a lot. Hey, Dino Spots, welcome in. How you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, so bad. Oh no. Hope you're all right. Hope it gets less bad in the future. So yeah, last week we finished Turnabout Legacy after 8 weeks, but we are scared because a Turnabout Forsaken is apparently meant to star Kay, which is terrifying. Excuse me, I sneezed. Ugh. Bless you, thank you. Bless you, thank you. I have an assignment due tomorrow that I'm only a tiny bit through and I'm scared that I'm not gonna get it done. I believe in you. I believe in you. Put on some real hard work music. You know, look in the mirror, tell yourself you can do it. You can get it done. As someone who has done many an assignment really last minute, I believe in you. All right, are we ready to see Kay die, chat? Well, not gonna die, I hope. I believe. But I'm scared. She's probably gonna get accused of murder. She's gonna get the Maya treatment. She's gonna get arrested. As a professional procrastinator, you got this? Hell yeah. Ooh. The committee is gathered here in the sight of the goddess to pass fair and frank judgment. Ooh. The purpose of this hearing is to assess the professional competency of Miles Edgeworth. Oh no. He looks like he's doing the I threw up pose. Just standing there. You? Oh, that's a good art. Why are you wearing that raincoat? Why are we on the top of a building? Is Kay gonna get thrown off the building? No. I knew it, but also no. Does she die? There's no way she dies. I hope Scon gets arrested. I hope at the very least we never see Scon again. And if we do, I do hope she gets arrested. I've done projects in the hour it was due. Oh my goodness. That's insane, Ivanovish. You speed run your assignments. Oh, Listen, I said, are you ready for Kay to die? And then she started dying. And now I'm scared. Will you please stop pacing, Detective? You're kicking up Dusk. Dusk? Can we skip this scene? I need Kay alive now. But I swept the floor 3 times already. Then sweep it a 4th. They're gonna take your badge, Mr. Edgeworth. How can you just stand there cool as a cucumber? Okay, so we're in this hearing, and from what it sounds like, it's not going well. We're gonna be, our prosecutorial abilities are going to be taken from us. I hope we get to see more Fender. I want to be a defense attorney again. What do you mean she fell down a whole entire building? Okay. You say that. However, in my teens, in my youth, I was a BBC Sherlock fan. If there's one thing I've learned from being a BBC Sherlock fan, it's that if someone falls from a building, it doesn't necessarily mean they die. I'm just gonna say that much. We don't know for certain that they will. Well, it sure seems like they mean to. Judge Gavelle pretty much spelled it out. Truly, you are proving to be quite a threat to the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence. I don't understand why him trying his best to be a good prosecutor is somehow threatening the ethics of being a prosecutor. Like, no, maybe you've been threatening the ethics of being a prosecutor the whole time, and he's just trying to make it right. Guess I can't talk because I am a Star Wars fan and Maul happened. I don't know that reference. Have I seen all of the Star Wars films? Yes. Do I remember anything about them? No. Not a thing. No doubt you'd be called to appear before the committee in due course. She said that I would be called to appear before the committee, nothing more. Well, I don't care. I won't stand for it. What if we never get to work together again? I'd have thought you would welcome the prospect, Detective. After all, it would mean you could work with someone less problematic. Oh, someone put Edgeworth on the Your Favors Problematic Tumblr blog right now. I'm a Percy Jackson fan and someone survived that. Wow, we have the holy trinity of franchises where someone was supposed to fall to their death and didn't. Darth Maul got cut in half and fell. Okay, Kay's definitely alive then. If someone got cut in half and stayed alive, then I think Kay will live this. Also, she's literally a great thief ninja. Like, she don't die here. Don't say that, sir. I've never heard anyone except that stupid committee say you're problematic. You're not just looking for an excuse, are you? To become a defense attorney, I mean. Ooh, deep cut. Because I won't let you. You're Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth. Prosecutor, you hear? Aww, he's so attached to his boss. To become a defense attorney, huh? The circumstances of my father's death sent me on the path to becoming a prosecutor, but I'd only been interested in the law to begin with thanks to my father as well, and his work as a defense attorney. Are you gonna keep fighting crime as a prosecutor? Since when did I give Fender an American accent? Or help people as an attorney? Something tells me you've got a big decision ahead of you, one only you can answer. Darth Maul did have the whole man too angry to die. He needed business to finish. The explanation on why he survived is that his hatred kept him alive. Damn. Well, you know what that means, chat. That means we have to be more hateful now. Are you a hater? Are you a hater? You have to be more of one. You gotta hate. Who we hating? I hate scone. Good start. Good start. Are you listening, Mr. Edgeworth? I said I won't let you do this. Really, Detective, there's no need to be so dramatic. Who knows? The next prosecutor you work with might be a little more lenient with your salary assessments. Huh? Really? So, would no more instant noodles? How he changed his mind that quickly. To be fair, I would also want to get off instant noodles. I mean, no! What are you saying, sir? I don't care about any of that stuff. But you thought about it, didn't you? If only for a moment. Ooh, the question is, does Kay hate anyone enough? I'd say she'd hate Callisto you. Was it Callisto that killed her father? She'd hate the person who killed her father. That's who she'd hate. We're busy in here. Come back later. Hello. You're very cute. What voice? I didn't expect a new character so early. Hey there. Is the prosecutor in? Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth? Look, pal. What part of we're busy don't you get? Wait outside and I'll be with you in a bit. Okay, so this is a nurse, so Kay's gonna be in a coma. Oh, that's not good. Your face is as red as a tomato. Red face, gritted teeth. Let's see. I said we're busy. Wait, that's it. Stomach cramps, right? No need to worry. It's nothing an injection can't cure. Now roll up your sleeve for me. It won't hurt much. Yee! No thanks, pal. I'm as healthy as can be. And who might you be? Oh, sorry. I totally forgot to introduce myself, huh? The name's... Needler. Oh my god. Her name is Needler. And her first name is Florence. Like Florence Nightingale, the woman who invented nursing. Oh, this is a pun for the century. I'm a nurse. No. Hertz Hospital? Isn't Hertz the creepy guy from the first trilogy? Oh, we're in danger. Well, nobody here is hurt, so are you sure you have the right room? Yeah, you're Prosecutor Edgeworth, right? Wow, those are some deep furrows in your brow. Are you feeling all right? Suffering from a severe headache? I could give you an injection that'll... I'll be fine, thank you. Could you please just tell us what you're doing here? That's Hotter Clinic? Okay. I knew it started with an H, it sounded similar. But I can relax a little bit now. I was thinking it was like the word hurts. It probably is. It's probably a pun for the word hurt, for like hurting. Pain. Huh? Oh, sure. Well, it's like this. I brought somebody to see you. Is Kay in like all of her limbs are cast and she's in a wheelchair? Like she's comically bandaged up like that guy from SpongeBob that has glass bones and paper skin? Right here. I'll go grab her. Her. Oh, it's a her. Oh, it's Kay. Wait. Too late. Took the words right out of my mouth, Gumshoe. I wonder who she brought along. If she's here from a hospital, maybe it's a patient? Someone you cut down to size with your trademark rapier wit? And what exactly is that supposed to mean? Maybe it's a client who, like, is, like, suing someone. And we're on the I don't know. But we don't sue. We're a criminal. We're a criminal case. We're not a suing case. See? They're right there, sir. When you glare at me like that, I lose the will to live. Jesus Christ. You don't want to send me to the hospital, do you? Surely he's exaggerating. After all, that's the look I always give him and nothing happens so far. Oh, I'm scared. It's gonna be Kay. Oh, it's Kay. It's Kay. Why is Needler trying to offer drugs to everyone? I think she's a little desperate. Just a little bit. Just a teensy bit. I think she might be into nursing for the wrong reasons. You know? Like, some people want to be nurses because they want... Like, some people want to be nurses, they want to be surgeons, they want to be doctors, so that they can look after and heal people, right? I think she's the kind of person who went into nursing so she could stab people and have a reason to stab people and have it not be illegal. That's what I'm getting from her. She's here to try and quell her violent urges, or like satiate them. Exactly, she's a little too excited about it. The I like blood route. Florence's fan translation name is Karen Jensen, a combination of care and Jensen sounding close to injection. I feel like that's I get it, but I think I like the canon one more. This one's a little more, the fan one is it's a little more of a stretch. This one is a little more obvious. Actually, I don't know if that makes it better or worse, but this one's a little more obvious. Kay's doing very good at standing for someone who fell off a skyscraper. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe she's a cat. She landed on all feet. She landed on her feet. Maybe she has 9 lives. You never know. Oh my goodness, she looks so defeated. Wait, I'm gonna be sad. Thoughts on what? This must be Kay, right? So I'm just gonna use the Kay voice and hope it's her. You don't recognize me? There's something about her. Something familiar. Oh, the music is so sad. Hey, this had your name on it. So I thought does she have amnesia? No, she has amnesia. She doesn't remember him. So you really did put somebody in the hospital? Don't be ridiculous, detective. Look, sir. Your name's right there on the card. Public Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, plain as day. Ugh. Be that as it may. I'm so sorry, What she's trying to say is she has amnesia. Fuck! No, this sucks! Wait, I'm sad. Amnesia? Yeah. At least that's what they tell me. Her parents must be so worried about her. I bet they've only been getting around 8 hours of sleep each night. Only? That's the exact amount I get. Do I, though? Because that's quite a lot of sleep, if you ask me. Ugh, tough break. But don't you worry, all right? Since you had his card, that means you really must know Mr. Edgeworth somehow. So just sit back and we'll take it from here. Right, sir? At the very least, we might be able to help you figure out your identity. Really? Will you? It's gonna come down to what you remember, but yes. Now that's the Edgeworth I know. Don't worry, miss. You're as good as healed. Okay, my question is, Okay. How to get them to realize that this is Kay? Give them the gigantic key in her hair. Like, surely she was found in her actual clothes, right? And like her scarf and her shirt. Surely if they showed them her outfit or like what she came to hospital in, they would recognize her. But they're probably not gonna do that because that would help the plot too much. Surely she had her belongings right. You'd think. I agree that Needler's a better name. Yeah, it makes more sense for her. Karen Jensen. I would not be able to think of a pun for Karen Jensen. Like, I wouldn't have been able to figure it out unless you explained it to me. Let's not get carried away here, detective. I'm a prosecutor, remember, not a miracle worker. Who are you? Well, that's helpful. That's helpful. Let's ask the girl with amnesia who she is. Also, does she not have any ID on her? Like, nothing? Where do we start? Can they bring her belongings? Like Little Thief? Like, surely if we just see what she had when she fell, we would know. I hope it doesn't take us too long to figure it out. So do you remember your name, miss? Oh, I'm sorry. She's been like this since she came in yesterday. So she's only been in the hospital for a day. No way, that's amazing! How did you figure it out so fast? Oh, this woman is odd. Ugh. How can one person be so emotionally draining? They found her wandering around late last night and brought her in. I'm sorry, wandering? They didn't find her as a pancake on the floor? I wanted to help out, so I went through her stuff to see what I could find. Please. And did you find anything apart from my business card? Nothing with her name or home address. Oh, wait a second. Finally! A breakthrough! It's a pretty unique design, right? It's the Yatagarasu sign! What? This pin? What the heck? The Yatagarasu pin! Does that mean... But it can't be! Kay, is it really you? Kay? Okay, it didn't take that long. I'm glad now. I'm happy now. I thought it was gonna take half the case for us to realize it was her. It's you, isn't it, Kay? I'm... Kay? Come on, Kay, you really don't remember? Look, it's me, Gummy. That's what you always call me. Gummy? But you're an adult. That's so rude. I really don't call you that, do I? I'm so sorry, I can't believe I feel so guilty now. What the heck happened to you? I've never seen you so polite. I imagine Kay pancaking like a cartoon character a la Tom and Jerry. Yeah, like Tom and Jerry. Or the one where she, like, there's a hole in the floor that's like the shape of her body because she fell through the earth. Being polite and sensitive is just not... Where's the Kay I know? You're nothing like her. Careful, detective. We wouldn't want her to get the wrong impression. You make it sound as if Kay isn't normally a polite or sensitive soul. Not that he's wrong exactly, but... So what kind of person was I before? Well, first of all, your full name is Kay Faraday. You're bright and fun and full of energy and... Oh yeah, you're a great thief. A great thief? There's a little more to it than that, but yes. Thieves generally steal other people's valuables from their dresses or vaults and... Steal? But that must be so awful for the people I took things from. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry, I didn't know I was a criminal. Maybe I lost my memory as some sort of punishment. But no, that's not what I meant at all. I don't think that did her much good, sir. But it sure explains one thing. Look at these gloves. They're just the kind of person like that. Now you give us her clothes. Oh my goodness, we went fucking backwards through this. I cannot believe. I know. Hashtag not my K. Hey, that outfit. This? It's what she was wearing when they found her. But we had to get her to change out of it and put on hospital clothes, so that's why I have them. There's something on this part here. Could it have something to do with how Kay lost her memory? We'll send the outfit over to forensics later and see what they can figure out. Please do, Detective. Boy, they really are some thiefy clothes, huh? They're not... I'm sorry, but a bright pink shirt is not thiefy. I'm a criminal. You may be a great thief, but you've never committed a crime in your life. Rest assured you are no criminal. If you say so. Perhaps we'd better leave it there for now. Needler is 100% someone who is a nurse to cause pain. Yeah. Pain and confusion and torment. I'm sorry, I wish I could remember who you are. How do we know each other exactly? Well, how do I put it into words? You're Prosecutor Edgeworth's assistant. I am. So a prosecutor is the head of some sort of great thief network, then? Not quite. We last saw Kay 2 days ago. Perhaps we should try to figure out what she's been doing since then. Was the pin the only item on her person when you received her, Nos Needler? Nos Needler? There were a few other things, but I doubt any of it will be much use to you. Oh, he's a prosecutor. And a detective. Please show them everything. I'll be the judge of that. Could you please show them to us? All right then. In no particular order, I present... A gem and ninja mask? Was she at a show or something? A letter, and it's I'm sorry. Earlier in the game, and by earlier I mean 10 minutes ago, Nurse Needler said there is nothing in her possession that has her name or home address on it. 10 minutes later, she gives us a letter to her. Like, I can see why that's not definite identification, but, like, surely, context clues, ugh. Can we cut this woman's pay? Maybe? Next, a ticket stub. And finally, a fake flower. The kind people like to spruce up their bathrooms with, too. It's a corsage, Detective, and they're usually worn by women. And that's that. So anything useful in there? Kinda hard to tell. Frankly, I'm not really seeing a connection between any of them. I should take a closer look at each piece later when I have the chance. So we have a Jam and Ninja mask. We have a letter to Kay from someone called Rosie? And a ticket stub. Well, we should go there then, to where the ticket stub is for, right? And a flower. I have no clue what to do with that. Needler needs to use her brain. Oh, good pun, Dino Spots. I like that one. This is bad. How do we get Kay's memory back? We can't just let her stay like this forever. Calm down, Detective. I have an idea. You do? I knew you'd come to the rescue, sir. So what is it? Look closely at the ticket stub. Oh, it's for the viewing platform at the top of the big building. I see why you love the name, G. Charizard. The big building? You know the place? Everybody knows it's silly. It's the hottest date spot. Date spot? No. Does Kay have a date? Hello? Love is in the air. Her date tried to kill her? Yeah, that sounds about right. For Ace Attorney. And also, unfortunately, women in real life. I love seeing TikToks of, like, there's this comedian. I actually didn't see it on TikTok. I saw it on Facebook Reels, which don't judge me, okay? Or she would ask the men in the audience, like, hey, what's your favorite, like, what are you most scared of on a first date? Like, what are you most scared of about the woman you're going to date on a first date? And the men are like, I'm scared if she's a catfish. I'm scared if she's a liberal. Shit like that. And then the comedian will go, okay, yeah. And then she'll go to the ladies and she'll be like, ladies, what are you most scared of on a first date? And in unison, the women will yell, murder! Like, yeah, putting yourself out there romantically as a woman is fucking terrifying. It's horrible. It sucks. 'Cause just the culture of men is just so ingrained in violence and dominance and power over women. And it's horrible. Lover in the air, dino spots, no. What the hell? They say that if a couple holds hands while they're up there, they'll stay together forever. Teehee. This is yesterday's date, and the ticket is only valid on the date specified. Plus it's a stub. That means she used it, right? I think it's a distinct possibility. Well, shall we go see what we can find? Now? Just like that? The only way to figure out how Kay lost her memory is to retrace her steps. But what about your thing with the committee? It's not for a little while yet. We have time. Great. So can I leave Kay with you? Now that's irresponsible. This woman... I would not be surprised if this woman turned out to actually not be a nurse. That would be for the best, but you don't mind, do you, Kay? Oh, of course not. Thank you. Alrighty then, back to work I go. If you need anything, feel free to give me a holler at Hertz Hospital, okay? I can come running with a syringe or 3 wherever you might happen to be. Does it have to be a syringe? Can it be like a bandage? Maybe a glass of water? Yes, thank you. I doubt we'll be needing that particular service. Now then, detective, shall we get going? You too, Kay. Yes, sir. Yes, of course. Can I leave it with you? I want to go stab someone, essentially. That woman is there to cause pain and confusion. She really is. She's the least responsible nurse of all time. So according to this pamphlet, the big building's 50 stories high. It's all offices inside, so the viewing platform up top is the only part that's open to the public. Here, this one's for you, sir. They were handing them out free in the ticket area. How very kind of you, detective. Okay, so we're gonna have to use the big building somehow. Alright, I think it's time we headed inside. Look out! The big building, it's about to fall! We gotta do something! I know that kid! Why does he have horns, though? No, please, I'm begging you, stop! It's no good. Without fresh milk, my thoughts just aren't getting through to him. Who the fuck is he talking to, me? I need fresh milk to get thoughts through to me. What's happening here? What's going on with the building? Just stay calm and talk to me, kid. Okay, this kid kinda looks like the kid from the one Will Powers case, but I think it might not be him. He may, however, have had a cameo in the last case at the museum, because I remember thinking the same thing about someone in the background there. Cut! Cut, cut, cut. Wait! It's not even just him, it's her! I remember her! She was from the Will Powers case! No fucking way! Oh, I don't remember what her voice was, so this is gonna be strange. I'm so sorry. We're shooting a movie, so could you, yes. I thought as much. Forgive our intrusions. We'll get out of your way. Detective? Oh, sorry. Yeah, whatevs. Hey, director guy, can we take 5? I can't work under these conditions. I'm so sorry. Sorry. Oh, gosh. So they stopped the building from falling down? That's good. I wish we had time to explain, but maybe later. Come along, you two. Let's make ourselves scarce. There's a movie being filmed there. Clearly this is hit child Chris Deltarune. I haven't played any Deltarune yet. And I know, like, nothing about it. I'm keeping myself pretty spoiler-free for now. Though I don't mind if I do get, like, spoiled accidentally. You guys don't have to worry about that. This place is pretty. Cotton candy! Gimme! Whoa! Get a load of that view! Feel the sun on your face! The wind is very strong up here. That's okay. You just stand behind me or Mr. Edgeworth here. We're both more than big enough to keep the breeze away. Speak for yourself. Well, Kay, does this place bring back any memories? I'm not sure. Have I really been here before? Perhaps simply encouraging her to talk will help. Kay, please. Any thoughts or feelings that come to mind might be a clue that we can use. All right. I don't know if this will be of any help at all, but... Ooh. I still can't be sure if I've even been here before. It's so high up and the wind is so strong. It's terrifying. I don't remember. I just don't remember anything. It's no good. I'm so sorry. No dice, huh? I'm sorry. I feel so useless. I know I'm supposed to have all these memories, but I just can't remember. You have amnesia, Kay. Don't be so hard on yourself. Listen, sir. Maybe just this once, try not to be so intimidating, okay? Or at the very least, don't use your trademark glare on her. Nobody asked for your opinion, detective. Alright. I feel bad rebutting her. Press. Let's just press everything and see if we get something out of that. This ticket stub says otherwise. I don't remember coming here at all. I can't even imagine wanting to come here. So high up in the wind is so strong. Hey, used to love places like this. But am I really her? I feel dizzy just taking a look around. I don't even think anyone should be allowed up here. What if an old person fell or a child? It doesn't bear thinking about. Okay, this may seem to be getting somewhere. She's so scared of people falling. And I feel like maybe her memories are manifesting as current fears. There's a fence all around us. It's plenty high. There's really no need to worry. If you say so. I don't remember. I just don't remember anything. If nothing is coming to mind, then just take a look around. Do you recognize anything? Anything at all? Let's see. Cherry blossoms. Go on. I was standing under the cherry tree. Yes, I was trying to stay out of the rain. It was She remembers! And there was a red something. So it was raining, she was underneath the cherry tree, and she saw something red from where she stood. But what? Was it something I said? No, but if you could add that to your testimony, we can explore it further. From under the cherry tree, I think I saw something red. Do we have anything red? No, we don't really have anything red here, but we do have the mask, which has red in it. There's something red. Can you tell me any more about it? I'm not sure. Is this a red thing? That's all I can say. What can we see nearby that's red? Was it the concession stand over there, perhaps? A stand? A red concession stand. Yes, I think that was it. Somebody was walking toward me from beyond it. And then what happened? Then, I'm sorry. That's all right. If you could just add what you've told us to your testimony. There was someone walking towards me from beyond the concession stand. Okay, press again. The stand in question is the one behind you, correct? That's right. I remember the red color, and the person walking toward me from beyond it. I saw it all from under the cherry tree. Tell me something. This person you keep mentioning, could you not see their face, or did you simply not know who they were? I'm sorry. I'm just not sure. So all we have to go on is a person walking toward her from beyond the concession stand, and the fact that she saw this from beneath the cherry tree. It's no good, I'm so sorry. Press? It doesn't have to be related to how you lost your memory, but if anything floats up at all, just say it. Really? Well, let's see. Oh, the cotton candy from that stand there. I don't know why, but it just came to me. If you're hungry, you only have to say. You want cotton candy? You got it. My treat. Now I want cotton candy. Oh. Now I'm gonna crave it all day. Oh, I want fairy floss. I have to get something out of her somehow. Maybe if I pressed her a little, I can shake something loose. I have been pressing. Walking toward me from beyond this concession stand. Like, I don't know. What am I meant to present here? Hello? Someone was walking to me from the concession stand. It's no good. There's someone will walk. This must be the place where I have to present. Oh, fuck, I pressed on accident. Remember the color, it's all from the cherry tree. Tell me something, could you not see their face? I'm thinking maybe the mask. If in the press part, we're talking about not being able to see a face, maybe the reason why is because they have a mask on. And I'm incorrect. Speaking of cotton candy, if it exists in your D&D world, you can use create food and water to create such a large amount of cotton candy it can cover an entire town. Did you learn that the hard way, Bob? Or should I say the fun way? He has these deep lines in his brow and he's putting a lot of pressure on me. She's not talking about me, is she? Oh, she is! I think you might be right. Let's take another careful listen to her testimony. There was someone walking toward me from beyond the concession stand. What does this say? You can't really come from beyond the concession stand, because there's not really anything beyond there. Objection. Is it that? It might be that. You say that you saw someone over there beyond the stand, and that they were walking towards you? Yeah, I can see them getting closer. Are you sure it wasn't a ghost? No, it was a person, I'm sure of it. But from where you were standing, anyone you saw on the other side of the concession stand would have to have been floating in midair, hundreds of feet above the ground. So how on earth could it have been a person? Eee! I'm not lying, I promise. Somebody read the stand, somebody read, and they were on the other side. They were walking toward me, getting closer and closer. And then they... Ah! Oh no. Okay, what's the matter? You're all right, we're here. Whatever it is, it can't hurt you. I was pushed and I fell. By a person in a red raincoat. She remembers! A person in a red raincoat who could walk on air? And who supposedly pushed her off the building? None of this makes any sense. Not the least of which nobody could fall from this height and survive. Ooh. I was not allowed to do it the fun way? Oh, that's a bummer. I pulled off too many silly things with create food and water. What else did you do? Attention everyone, please stay right where you are. What's wrong, officer? I'm Detective Gumshoe, mind filling me in? Yes, sir. A body has been discovered. A body? Whose body exactly? Not sure, we're still working on it. What we do know is that the victim is a young woman. And that her name is... What? Her name is Kay? What the blazing? I can't leave it at that. Nah, someone's trying to fake it. I have to keep going. That doesn't look like a K to me, gamers. Kind of looks like a Gavel, but not a K. I one-shotted a boss by firing 400 rolls through a wall of fire and turned them into 1d4 projectiles. That is incredible. Suddenly I need one of my characters to learn how to create food and water. Sorry, big yawn. Also, why is she dead here? And not in the... They said someone was found in the big building, not in the prosecutorial excellence chamber. Wait, this room. Officer, isn't this? Yes, sir. This is the trial chamber of the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence. So it's here now? I knew that they'd moved out of the prosecutor's building, but I had no idea that they'd come here. Okay, so this is in the big building still. Got it. Interesting. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth and Kay too. How are you all doing? Is Kay feeling any better? We heard there was some kind of incident. I'm sorry, but who might this be? This is my grandma. Hold on one second. Name's Hilda Hertz, Sonny. And who the heck might you be? It's a pleasure to meet you. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth at your service. Nurse Needler, your grandmother's name. Hertz, is she? Yep, she's the director of Hertz Hospital. This old woman is the head of a hospital. Oh my goodness, Miles. Miles, don't be a dick, man. Needler is a nepo hire. Exactly. Don't you old fogey me, you dang reprobate. How did she do that? Whoa, sounds like you're kind of a big deal, ma'am. Oh, that's not true. Not wrong. Not wrong at all. Oh, him? He's the one looking after the girl. The one with amnesia. It seems Dr. Hertz is a bit of an introvert. Want me to fix those brow furrows of yours, Sonny? Oh, there's no fixing those, ma'am. They're downright incurable. Hilda's fan translation name is pretty bad. You gotta give it to me, G Charizard. I need to know now. What? You sure you want me to say that, Grandma? Well, alright then. No, I don't got a dang thing more to say to none of ya. You go on about your business, you hear? As long as that business don't involve messing with the deceased body, I got work to do. Wait, please, Not a dang thing, I tell ya! Hey, you can't talk to us like that. What gives you the right, huh, pal? Well, why have you slapping your grandma? Oh, didn't I mention? Grandma's also a coroner. She's in charge of this case, which means exactly that. What do you mean? Exactly what? How am I supposed to know? She said it, not me. It's like I'm trapped in a comedy routine I can't escape. I feel like that's your entire life. Gumshoe. Well, we've got a body to be looking at. Catch you later, gang, and take care. I'm gonna take a stab in the dark right now. I'd say these two are fake. I think these two are pretending. heck is their deal? What does it matter as long as we have permission to investigate? What does it matter? It matters a bunch, sir. What will you do now, Mr. Edgeworth? Examine the scene of the crime, of course. What kind of prosecutor would I be if I didn't? Alright, let's get to work. That person over there is called Kay, right? Surely that means I can't be the Kay you know. That's what we're looking to figure out. But don't worry. You're the Kay we know. I'm certain of it. Thanks. A Kay who lost her memory, and a victim who shares her name. Both meeting their respective fates here at the big building. No doubt this case will be the key to restoring our Kay's memories. I'd stake my life on it. Her English name in the fan translation is Bonnie Young, which is likely meant to have a similar meaning to her Japanese given name. Bonnie coming from the Scottish word for pretty and attractive, and young being in contrast with her age. I see. It's meant to be hypocritical to her identity. Or maybe it's a red herring and she is actually a young woman pretending to be old. I've got theories. I guess let's go look at the body. That wasn't the body I looked at. An enormous semicircular desk with seating for 11. It also reminds me of a certain legend. I know the one, the Knights of the Round Table. Nope, not Brown Table. Not Brown Table. Guess that wasn't it. The Knights of the Brown Table. The Knives of the Brown Stable. Brown is the only one you needed to change, and yet here you are. Further and further from the mark, but I'll refrain from rubbing his nose in it. For now. How kind of you, Edgeworth. But we're kind of busy right now. Grandma's still busy looking at the body. You stay the heck out of my way. So could you give us a few more minutes? Of course, we'll come back and examine the body ourselves later after she's done. All right, all good there. Officer, tell me about the security arrangements for this room. You need a special keycard to enter. Not just anybody can enter. Ooh, we have a clue. In which case, the person who discovered the body would have been a member of the committee. They found it when they arrived for today's hearing. The hearing. My hearing. Which would be underway right now if it wasn't for this. Let's do some looking around. Oh. Well, blood. It's a statue of the goddess of justice. You sure you're no stuff, sir? So does she dole out blessings or what? She's not that kind of goddess, detective. She's a symbol of the sanctity of the law. The scales represent justice, the sword retribution, and the blindfold shows her impartiality. I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. The blood. There's a pool of blood here at the front of the statue. Judging by the amount and how it has spread, I'd say this is where the victim was killed. But the body's on the table behind us. How come? I can only surmise the killer must have moved it for some reason after committing the murder. Wonder what reason? Sorry to intrude. Let me guess. Gavel? Oh my gosh. It's... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Better than Gavel. Better than literally anyone else it could have been. There could not have been a better cameo. The statue of the goddess of justice over a pool of blood is crazy. It is ridiculous. Did she die by the sword? Who is this diva? Oh, you'll recognize her soon enough, Cass. I'd know that voice anywhere. That's Von Karma's little girl. Oh, so you two know each other? Hey, Queen. It's been too long, Grandma Hertz. And you as well, Miles Edgeworth. What's she doing here? Franziska von Karma. She is the daughter of Manfred von Karma and a prosecutor like myself. She's Edgeworth's adopted sister, essentially Cass. These days, she's mainly been working with Interpol, though I thought she was supposed to be abroad. Don't look so surprised. Where my investigations lead, I follow, no matter where in the world that might be. Which means that there must be some kind of international angle to this case, yes? Oh, geez. Extraterritoriality is coming back, I fear. I fear, but I hope not. I pray not, but I fear it will. Is this the character with the whip that you were acting normal about? I plead the fifth. You know full well that I've been pursuing a certain smuggling ring. And that I won't rest until it has been destroyed and its ill-gotten goods recovered. So the smuggling ring is involved then? That information is to be shared on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. I see she means to be as helpful as ever. Miss Von Karma, was it? Grandma wants to tell you something. I'm about done here. Scene's all yours. In that case, we'd like to examine the body ourselves too, if you wouldn't mind. I mind plenty. I remember where I heard about you now, you dang varmint. Don't need no soon-to-be ex-prosecutor messing the place up. Go on, git. Oh good, we have to be Franziska's assistant again, I guess. I distinctly remember you saying you wanted her to step on you. Yeah, that sounds about right of me. That sounds like my level of gay. Just remember it's not me saying this stuff, okay? Please, Granny. It's important. Who you calling a granny, little missy? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. This is going nowhere. I didn't want to have to do this, but... Franziska, I need you to add us to this investigation. We have to see that body up close or we'll never learn the truth about what happened to Kay. As in, Kay Faraday? Please, you gotta help us out here. Kay needs us. I don't know what you're up to, but very well. Thank you. You won't regret it. I love Franziska so much. I think I had a dream about her last night, actually. It must have been a vision preparing for today. Of course, I expect to receive a full explanation when I grill you later. We owe you so big time. I wasn't talking to you, Scruffy. First whip of the day. Do we want to make a whip counter, chat? Well, Grandma Hertz, will you allow them to examine the body? I ain't about to say no to an international big shot like yourself, hun. But are you sure about this? Yeah, I agree with Grandma. Are you sure you're sure? Of course I'm sure. It's my prerogative to judge the whole world in my name. That's just common sense. Of the extremely arrogant sort, perhaps. Suit yourself, but don't say I didn't warn ya. Well, you heard her. Try not to get fired, okay? Don't worry. It'll take a lot more than this to ruin my reputation should things turn sour. Unlike me, who's on the verge of losing my badge. Yeah, investigation 2! Enormous semicircular desk. Okay, we didn't want the desk. I wanted to look at the fucking candelabra. Give me the candelabra. It's not letting me look at it. I'll go to the body then. The candelabra's in the picture of the body. That makes sense. Well, one thing's for certain. This isn't Kay. She doesn't even look like her. I think we knew that already, Detective. Our Kay is standing right over there, after all. The victim looks to be in her 30s. She's wearing a white suit. Could she be... Could be she worked in one of the offices here in the building. That's now not how that sentence is meant to look. Perhaps, but for now she remains unidentified. The question is, why did the police seem to think her name was Kay? I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. Okay. So, in here we have a letter that says, Dear Kay, don't worry, I'll make sure you get your precious thing back. Rosie. I'm wondering if this is Rosie. Because that's also the same magenta as this corsage. So I've got ideas here. You think this could be the murder weapon? A 3-armed candelabrum. The victim suffered the same number of puncture wounds to the chest. Puncture wounds that could well have been made by these spikes. A candle album? Not quite, Detective. A candelabrum. A candle holder, in other words. Ah, I gotcha. That reminds me. I've got to pay my electricity bill. Okay, who cares? Okay, we've got that as a clue. Let's see. She's got something on her hand, and she's also holding a key card? It seems she suffered a serious burn to her hand at some point. You think it has something to do with how she died? No. This scar's too old for that. I would imagine it happened some time ago. She's holding something. Detective, could you open her hand for me? Yes, sir, right away. Why does the candelabra have spikes? That is a very good question. I can't answer it. Do some candelabra have spikes? What is that? Wait, I know. It's a loyalty card. Probably from a store ouch! It's a key card. Why, sir, why? The question we should be asking is, what does it open? The room? What clues do we have? Room security and the key card. I would imagine that the victim's key card probably grants access to this room, wouldn't you? Let me go find out, sir. I'm back. I found some details on that key card in the security system. It's for this room, just like you said. So the victim was able to enter and exit this chamber freely. Assuming that the key card actually belonged to her, yes. Indeed. Some have small spikes to hold the candle in, but never bigger than the outer part, and also never that sharp. Interesting. So I wonder why are the spikes that big? What's next? This note. This book? What the? That's Kay's promise notebook. It's where she wrote down all the promises she made to her dad. Haven't seen this in a while. I remember this from last game. So maybe this is the thing she wanted to give back to normal Kay? Indeed. Promise 1, never take things from a stranger. Promise 2, never go anywhere with a stranger. A book of vows made by a child to her father. Promise 3, always greet people with a smile. Promise 4, never cry in front of strangers. Promise 5, always try your hardest to learn about things you don't understand. These are so cute and sweet. What exactly is it doing here? Oh, I just remembered something Detective Bad told me a few years back. He said something precious to Kay had disappeared from the station. What? Evidence went missing from police custody? Detective Bad said he looked for it everywhere, but no dice. What could this mean? And why did it turn up here, of all places? You there. What do we know about this notebook, officer? The victim was holding it when they found her, sir. It was the only thing with any kind of name on it at the time. So that's how she became Kay. Talk about a red herring. Still doesn't explain how she ended up with it, though. If only we had a few more leads on the victim's true identity. Alright, next. A pure white jacket with a deep red stain on its lapel. This jacket, the buttons are on the wearer's right-hand side. What's so weird about that? Buttons always go on the right, no? Not on women's clothing. Traditionally, the buttons would be on the left. So she's wearing a man's jacket? Like I always say, sir, you sure know your stuff. This is common knowledge, Detective. Nothing else seems amiss. Wait, what's this in the pocket? A pair of gloves. Also white. They don't seem to be soiled in any way. I imagine they must have belonged to the victim. I didn't know that about the suit. Me neither. If that helps, I also didn't know that our buttons were the other way around. I wonder if it's like that in like every country, or if it's just in certain countries that this is a thing. I wonder if it's spread at all. It doesn't look as if there's anything in the chest pocket. Nothing except this hole right here. By the look of how the fabric was torn, I think it was pierced by something sharp. Can't keep your coins in there now. It'll fall right out. Have you never heard of a change purse, Detective? Sure have, sir. It's another word for a pocket, right? Oh, gumshoe. I give up. Yeah, me too. There's something pinned to the jacket here. A piece of magenta fabric. Whatever it was, looks like it was torn off pretty roughly. Could this be related to the evidence somehow? Yes, the corsage. Judging by its appearance, I'd say that the flower Kay was carrying originally belonged to the victim. Yeah, now that you mention it, does look like it's made out of the same fabric. Indeed. Let's make a closer comparison. The torn edges match up exactly. You've got one heck of an eye, sir. Yikes. Maybe someone was trying to plant things on all the bodies to make it look like they were the other person. Like, the corsage was planted on Kay to make it look like Rosie, and, well, like, who I assume is Rosie, and then the book was planted on Rosie to make it look like Kay. It's the same in Australia, I believe, last time I checked. Okay. It's something I have literally never noticed, because I have never been close enough to a man in my life to know that that's a thing. If the flower belonged to the victim, this implies a connection between the victim and Kay Faraday. Furthermore, it appears that the flower was torn off with considerable force. Kay Faraday was involved in the incident somehow, and based on what we're seeing here, we may have no choice but to treat her as our main suspect. What? But there's no way she could have done this. I can't even begin to imagine it. There isn't a murderous bone in her body. Nevertheless, we lack the evidence to disprove such an assertion. Okay. For the moment, we're simply considering all the possibilities. Isn't that right, Miles Edgeworth? For better or worse, yes. Alright, let's go back here. And then there's also blood on her head. It goes back to when women were dressed by servants and other people. Oh! Was it easier for them to do the buttons up the other way round, maybe? The victim's hair is caked with blood. Looks like she was hit with something, huh? Unfortunately, it's too early to say for certain. Perhaps an answer will turn up as we investigate further. Investigation complete! It seems we're no closer to discovering the identity of our victim. Then am I really Kay? Can you really be sure? Of course we're sure! What are you talking about? Thank you. And that person lying there? Is someone you may have murdered. But that's all we can say for now. Franziska! Bedside manner, baby! Come on now. Let's treat the person who fell off a skyscraper as the main suspect. I know. Logic. No! There's no way she did it! Isn't that right, sir? Indeed. I don't believe the Kay we know could have done something like this. You're becoming a real softie, Miles Edgeworth. Well, look who it is again. Oh, no. Now, this is gonna be Winner and Gavel, isn't it? Yep. Oh, only Winner. Okay. Well, I'm gonna say something right the fuck now. Kay said our murderer was wearing... Her attempted murderer was wearing a red coat, right? It's not a coat, but something on Winner's body certainly looks pretty red. With a winning smile and the #1 name in the business in his eye, Prosecutor Eustace Winner. And there she is. Please forgive the intrusion. Step away from that body, Edgeworth. He's nowhere near the fucking body. I didn't call for you and I don't need you. This case is mine. It's what the victim would have wanted. You knew the victim? So it really is her. But be not afraid, everyone, for the goddess of justice will guide us to the truth. She sure will. Now that I'm here, everything is going to be all right. Whoever did this will live to regret it. I'll show them the what? Yee! Oh my goodness. Oh. I'm sorry. Franziska whipping Winner? Best scene of the game. Of the franchise, potentially. Miles Edgeworth. Who is this imbecile? Why am I getting the death glare? I've got nothing to do with him. Franziska von Karma, I presume? My apologies. I should have introduced myself sooner. Verity Gavel, at your service. Gavel's also wearing a little bit of red too. Listen, I don't want to think that either of them are evil, but I wouldn't be surprised if either of them were actually evil and not just corrupt. And the deceased in this case is Rosie Ringer, attorney at law and a member of the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence. I see. That would explain the keycard. It would also explain the letter. These two do know each other. Kay and Rosie do know each other. Eustace's red thing looks like a normal coat and not a raincoat. Yeah, but you never know. The thing is, A, you never know. B, I was meaning it more as at the very least, he has he takes a liking to the color red. So if he had a raincoat, it might be red. Also, wait, you know who else had a red jacket? Had a red raincoat? Fucking Shelley the Killer from the tutorial case. So I've got 3 suspects so far. The child, okay, I'm gonna rule out the child, I think. But I'll keep that on the back burner. So you're the lead prosecutor? Yup, which means this case will be solved in... Hey! You didn't tell me your name yet, little boy. If you want to know my name, all you have to do is... Stop babbling and tell me, now. It's Eustace. Eustace Winner. I think we've established where the balance of power lies in this particular room, and thank God it's with Franziska. Mr. Guy in charge? Here, this is from Grandma. What's this? Oh, the preliminary findings. Looks like it's game over for you, Edgeworth. This isn't a game, Mr. Winner. All right, that's me done. See you next stiff. Yeah, home time. I could murder a bowl of noodles right about now. We're out of here, everybody. Stay healthy. What a fun tagline. Stay healthy. Them all worshipping the same goddess is kind of culty. Yes and no, because I feel like a lot of people in the chamber probably don't actually worship her. I feel like that might just be a Gavel thing. Let's see. So the wound on her head is from when she fell over after she died? Eustace. It was the candle holder that killed her, huh? And she died sometime late last night. What now, Gavel? It's very kind of you to share the coroner's findings with everybody, Eustace. But perhaps you should leave it there. We wouldn't want you to strain your voice, after all. She's trying to keep evidence from us, I see. No, that would be a tragedy. Anyway, that settles it. We need to arrest Kay Faraday. What? What the heck are you talking about? I think Eustace's meaning was very clear. Miss Faraday is the murderer. And though she is dressed differently than usual, this young lady covered in bandages is Miss Faraday herself, correct? You really mean to arrest her here and now? If you do, then I'll be forced to object, loudly and forcefully. And as if further confirmation were needed, there it is. The committee was right to call your conduct into question. It is questionable in the extreme. Please, Mr. Edgeworth, just go. It's fine. Fine? This is anything but fine, Kay. I still don't remember anything. So maybe I did do it. Maybe I killed that poor woman and I just don't remember. The goddess smiles on those who confess their sins. It is her wish that our confessions cleanse us. That sounds so Catholic. She applauds your commitment to the cause of justice, as do I. She didn't confess. She said she doesn't remember anything. Are you okay in the head? Judge Gavel, Eustace. If you really intend to arrest Kay, could you at least explain your grounds for doing so? I, for one, certainly don't intend to yield. Not until I've seen some evidence to support your accusations. Then allow me. Prepare to be hit with a face full of deductive genius, Edgeworth. Yeah, like we've been hit with so many facefuls before. You can't confess if you don't know. You'd think she would know that. But alas, she's more bumbling than Judge is, or she's just more corrupt than Judge is. They call it the human race because somebody has to win it, and that somebody is me. Cool, great testimony, gives us nothing. I won this race too. I saw it before anybody else did. Kay Faraday is the murderer, no doubt about it. Actually, Francisca saw it first. But, you know, whatever. She snuck into the committee chamber looking to do some of her trademark great thieving, which means that nobody but her could have killed Rosie Ringer. I also like that her name's Rosie Ringer. It's like the song about the plague. Ring a Rosie, pocket pull a posy, a tissue, we all fall down. I'm liking this guy less and less. I've never liked this guy. Skill issue. Deductive genius? That was a total mess. And if Detective Gumshoe was saying that, you know it must be bad. Don't do Gumshoe like that! I asked you to explain your grounds for arresting Kay, yet you have explained exactly nothing. True, but we haven't seen any proof of her innocence either. It's all right, Kay. Mr. Edgeworth will pull off a miracle somehow. You just gotta believe in him. My deductions aren't acts of divine intervention, you know. Well, Miles Edgeworth, I'd hate for you to disappoint me. But in the event that you do, I will be sure to freely let you know. Yes, Queen, whip me. I'm sorry. They call it the human race because somebody has to win it. Okay, that's not anything. That's not anything either. She snuck into the committee chamber looking to do some of her trademark great thieving. Present. The key card. You can't sneak in. Hey, I was right. Usually when I do it, when I present something right off the bat, I get it wrong like 9 times out of 10. But I got it right this time! Zeph, calm down? Never. Oh, you want me to add that quote? Mary, you in the chat? Can you add that quote? Or do you want... Or should I do it? Mary doesn't respond in the next 30 seconds. I will do it. Are you familiar with this room, Mr. Wynn? It certainly sounds like you are. What can I say? Winners know where winners go, and I'm number 1, and 2, and 3. In other words, the majority of your work is second, if not third rate. Why do you always have to make fun of me? 'Cause you always make fun of him, idiot. You can take it as a slight if you wish, but the fact remains that you seem unfamiliar with this keycard. Who do you take me for? Of course I'm familiar with it. You need one of those to get in here. Don't you? Don't know if it actually added. No, you can't add a quote if your viewers can't add quotes. Only mods can. And also, it was also incorrectly typed in, so I'll do it. There we go. Have you no shame? Yee! Mr. Winner, do you really even suspect Kay? Of course I do. She did it. Faraday's the killer. Then perhaps you can tell us how Kay got into such a secure room as this without a key card? There was yeah. A masterful summary. I didn't realize Alberta was in Canada. Yeah, that sounds about me. Alberta sounds like an American thing. I'm sorry, chat. It doesn't sound Canada to me. For some reason. Now, as we know, only members of the committee have key cards. Therefore, only they can enter. Precisely. Why is she agreeing with me? Please, take a look at this. I had security pull the data earlier. User ID. We didn't have a username at 10:15 p.m., but we had one at 12:52 a.m. for Rosie. As you can see, the door to this room was opened at 2:52 a.m. with Miss Ringer's keycard. Okay. We cannot know for certain, of course, but who's to say the culprit didn't enter the room with Miss Ringer and then kill her over some sort of subsequent disagreement? It's certainly a plausible theory, but that's all it is. For one, it would require the victim and her murderer to have known one another. Yeah, and Kay didn't know the woman, I'm sure of it. Okay, we know they knew each other, dingbats. How can you possibly be sure of such a thing? That's pure speculation on your part, detective. There's no place for guesswork in the courtroom or at a crime scene. Hard evidence is what is required. In that case, are you suggesting that you have said hard evidence to support your theory? Evidence that Kay Faraday and Rosie Ringer knew one another? But of course. What? I have here a letter. Dr. Hertz found it in the victim's chest pocket. Another of the victim's possessions? And you kept this to yourself until now? You planned for this, didn't you? Is that why? Yeah, she's withholding evidence so that she could spring it on us right at the end. I need bug domination? I don't like the sound of that. I'm not into women anymore. I like doors. You know what? I still stand by that. That quote is good. Are there no security cameras in the building? Yeah, I feel like maybe in a private space like the prosecutorial chamber, I can imagine why there wouldn't be a security camera. But why isn't there a security camera at the top of the building? Like on the lookout? I feel like there should be one there because it's a public space. I love when they give me flashbacks to 5 minutes ago. Like, I don't need to remember this. I already remember this with my brain. Shall I read it for you? Rosie, thanks so much for agreeing to help with my plan. Now we can both get what we want. Good luck getting your revenge for what happened 12 years ago. Kay. Oh boy. We've got another flashback case, haven't we? You would usually want one in front of the elevator or the door that has the key card. That is true. This would seem to indicate pretty strongly that the two of them were accomplices, wouldn't you say? Accomplices in a plot to steal from the very room in which we are standing. No! Wait, so your principal suspect is Miss Kay Faraday for this second crime, as well as Miss Ringer's murder. That's pretty damning. I'm the principal suspect? Don't listen to her. It's all lies, all of it. You're not like that. You'd never do any of the stuff they're accusing you of. Then how do you explain the letter, detective? Ugh. Unlike Mr. Winner, I suspected that Judge Gavelle herself had some proof to support her accusation, but I didn't expect it to be quite so definitive. Nicely done, Gavelle. Thank you, Eustace.
Hold it.
We're not done here yet. I still have questions and you'd better have answers. Would you mind if I handled this, Eustace? Be my guest. Have fun arguing Edgeworth into the ground. I can't let them steamroll me on this. I have to find a way to take back the advantage. If the statute of limitations for murder expires after 12 years, whatever Kay did is probably fine. The statute of limitations on murder is 15 years in this game. And also, what happened 12 years ago was not what Kay did. It's what happened yesterday is what Kay did. As the letter more than adequately proves, Miss Faraday and Miss Ringer were acquainted. It seems Miss Faraday had asked for Miss Ringer's help in a plot of some kind. But for whatever reason, their alliance must have broken down. Miss Ringer lost her life in the resulting disagreement, but she had one last card to play. The letter she kept safe in her left chest pocket, which spells out the name of her killer. I don't know. She's good. Better than ever, even. Think you can take her down, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, of course. Don't do this out of pride, Miles Edgeworth. If you're going to fail, do it on somebody else's time. Hey, whose side are you on, sir? What does the letter to K say? The letter to K... Shit. The letter to K said, don't worry, I'll make sure you get your precious thing back. Okay, so what I'm thinking... What was the letter to Rosie? Thanks so much for agreeing to help with my plan. Now we can both get what we want. Good luck getting your revenge for what happened 12 years ago. Okay, something happened to Rosie 12 years ago that Rosie wanted revenge for. And I'm thinking, in exchange, Kay wanted her book of promises back from, like the evidence bin or whatever from her father's murder case. I'm thinking is what the deal was. Quiet, you. My thoughts exactly. There is nothing better than Franziska putting Eustace in his place. This letter more than adequately proves Miss Faraday and Miss Ring were acquainted. Wes. What exactly was the nature of their relationship? Miss Faraday was grateful for Miss Ring's cooperation, just as the letter says. I think that more than adequately describes it, don't you? Now, as I was saying, seems Miss Faraday had asked Miss Ringer's help in a plot of some kind. Can you tell us any more about this plot? The letter implies a theft, and it was written by your friend Faraday, making her the prime suspect. Case closed. Anybody can forge a letter. It's not conclusive proof of anything. I also seem to recall Miss Faraday referring to herself as a great thief on more than one occasion. She's on sabbatical. What the fuck? How can you be sure of that? It's unlikely she would tell you if she had resumed her activities. Perhaps she took up stealing again and simply chose to keep it from you. I can't prove that either way right now, and she knows it. As I was saying, it seems Miss Faraday and Ms. Ringer were involved in a plot to steal something. But for whatever reason, their alliance must have broken down. Press. Whatever reason? Could you be a little more specific? Not at the moment. But I am sure our investigation will cover any number of possibilities, whereas your lack of proof that Miss Faraday is innocent continues to be a major problem for you. I can see that some of the evidence would seem to point to Kay's involvement, but none of it is anywhere near conclusive. A letter explicitly outlining a connection to the victim backed up by supporting evidence from the scene. How much more conclusive could it be? And what's more, where is your proof to the contrary? Stringer lost her life in the resulting disagreement, but she had one last card to play. Would sarcasm in writing make Cavell collapse in on herself? Her book of promises says she wouldn't steal anymore. That is true. That is true. The book of promises says she promised not to steal. I didn't think of that. Is there any actual evidence to show that Kay killed Ms. Ringer? You don't give up, do you? What do you call that letter, huh? Evidence, duh. I wouldn't be so sure. For one thing, it doesn't mention anything resembling a murder plan. It doesn't? I guess not, huh? But it will once we hold a flame to it and reveal the secret writing. Okay, kid. I wouldn't place too much hope in that revealing anything, Eustace, and we don't need it to. Not when we have the letter she kept safe in her left chest pocket, which spells out the name of her killer. We were able to examine the pocket in question for ourselves. And you want to know why the letter wasn't there, I assume? It's simple. The police's #1 priority was handing it over to me. The victim had kept it on the left side of her chest, next to her heart, in other words, to indicate her heart's desire that her killer be brought to justice. Yeah, that's not how that works. I have little interest in sentimental speculations about Ms. Ringer's desires, but one thing does interest me, the fact that you said the letter was in the victim's left chest pocket. It is the truth, as the goddess is my witness. That is where the letter was found, there is no doubt about it. The same place where she was stabbed with the candelabrum. I think that might prove to be a very important clue. I can't imagine Kay writing a letter like that, but unless we can get more out of Judge Cavell, I don't think we'll be able to prove that she didn't. I should try pressing the good judge on some of her statements and see if she lets something slip. Okay, well, I've already pressed her on literally everything. So it sounds like I should present something here. The stab wounds to the chest, because the letter would have holes in it, no? If it was found in her chest pocket. So the victim kept the most vital clue of all closest to her heart. How very touching. The voices of the dead fight to be heard, and even then they don't always reach us. But her voice rang loud and true, and it told us that Miss Faraday is her killer. I think you may have misheard her, Your Honor, or perhaps an evil spirit was trying to mislead you. Hey, you take that back! Perhaps we should try listening to the words of the coroner's report instead. By all means. If I recall correctly, the victim was stabbed on her left side. No. Yes, I'm afraid so. You claim that the letter was found in the victim's left chest pocket. Right where she was stabbed by the candle holder. Indeed. 3 puncture wounds to the chest, and yet not one to the letter. Miraculous, no? Well, Judge Cavell, how do you explain that? Because I can think of one explanation. That the letter was deliberately placed there after the fact in order to cast suspicion on Kay. Someone went to a lot of trouble to create the crime scene we see before us, and that someone is the real culprit, who almost certainly also forged this letter. Yeah, it was planted, Cass. Does Cavell give off cleric energy? Yes. Considering I play a cleric in one of my D&D campaigns, and the voice I give him is something like this, which is basically just Cavell, but like slightly lower pitch. So yeah, I got the exact same vibe, Bob. It's clear that the culprit intended to frame Kay by means of that letter. And you fell for it hook, line, and sinker. No, Faraday did it. The letter was... it was in her other pocket. Yeah. Huh? Seriously? The whole left chest pocket thing was a mistake. Whoever reported it must have meant their left. Ah! Stop your foolish floundering, you foolishly foolish fool. Or are you just that incurably foolish? Why do you keep whipping me? And stop making fun of my deductions. Ah! There, I saved you the trouble of disciplining him. Yes, even though I had no intention of doing so. The letter is stained with blood, which suggests it had indeed been placed somewhere on her left side. Therefore, I doubt there was some sort of mistaken report, not unless that report was given by you. Cavell, say something! No objections? Good, then allow me to continue. So, we have established the existence of a second suspect. No, we haven't. The murderer had to get in here, remember? Who else could have gotten in apart from Faraday and Ringer? Whoever it was would have needed a key card. Judge Cavell proposed that the killer entered the room together with the victim. But what if there is something questionable about the very basis of her theory itself? This piece of evidence points to another suspect other than Kay. The other person that went through in the keycard record? Look again at the keycard record provided by Judge Cavell a short while ago. As already noted, the victim's keycard was used at 12:52 AM, but you will know that someone else's keycard is also listed. A mystery person who could have entered beforehand and lay in wait for the victim, you mean? This other person entered at 10:15 PM, so it's certainly not outside the realm of possibility. Except I'm afraid it is. And where's your evidence, huh, Your Honor? My evidence? I am the evidence detective. Yeah, I'm thinking Cavell was the one that went in at 10:15. That's what I was thinking. I was like, who could have gone in there? It's probably Cavell. Good night, Ivanovish. Thank you so much for hanging around, and I hope you sleep well. It was my keycard. There's nothing suspicious about a committee member entering the chamber as I please, is there? Perhaps not, but that's also not the exonerating evidence you seem to think it is. Unless you can also prove that you yourself didn't murder your colleague. Yeah, she literally just planted herself at the crime scene 2 hours before the murder. And one of the only 2 people to be able to get into the crime scene at that time. You really just implicated yourself. What utter nonsense. What would I have had to gain from killing her? I am sure you know how I'm going to answer that, Your Honor. I believe further investigation will shed light on any motives you might have had. I am a faithful servant of the goddess. Why would I ever resort to an act of crime? I used my key card, that much is true, but my reason for entering this room is far from questionable. Then perhaps you'd care to tell us why? I had business here in the committee chamber. There were certain preparations to make. Preparations? Sounds pretty suspicious to me. I'm not at liberty to share what I was preparing for. but I am sure Prosecutor Edgeworth can make an educated guess. My hearing. She must have been busy gathering the documents they were going to use against me, to relieve me of my badge. Alright, children, that's enough. Who the fuck is this gonna be? It's good to keep our skills and tongues sharp, especially when we're young, but that'll do for now. Who the fuck? Well, he's a prosecutor, that's for sure. Also, chat, we have another red coat. So we have another potential person to push her over. It's also a lot of prosecutor badges. He's got one on his lapel and all the way down his front. Really takes me back to the days of my youth. Back when I would wrangle with a certain detective. He disappeared, you know. I hope he's out there somewhere living his best life. You'll have to forgive me. Just I get so emotional. The tears, I can't stop them. He's wringing the tears from his beard. There are so many of them. Why is he wearing goggles? I don't know. He looks like a pilot. Chairman Winner. No. Chairman Winner? Oh, it all makes sense. Eustace Winner is a Nepo baby. Holy shit. Winner? Ah, Verity, my girl. Do you ever stop working? Your dedication puts us all to shame. And is this young Franziska I see before me? Dear child, when did you get so big? Uncle Winner, it's been far too long. And so formal. I thought we were like family. You used to sit on my knee and shout, Uncle Winner at the top of your little lungs. His goggles are full of water? Yeah, because he was crying, remember? But time goes by so very fast. One can't help but shed a tear. Dad, what are you doing here? What am I doing here? A committee murder has been murdered and you're in charge of the case, my boy. What is this? Bring your pops to work day? Silence. Do you have any idea who he is? This man is practically the right hand of the goddess herself. A former chief prosecutor and the current chairman of the Committee of Prosecutorial Excellence. That's so many fucking words. Now, Verity. There's no need to bring all that up. I'm just a harmless old man, really. Oh, he is so the murderer. He is so the murderer right now. There's no way he's not. Harmless old man? That sounds like murderer talk to me. Allow me to apologize for the detective's rudeness. I am Miles Edgeworth, correct? And your little subordinate, Dick Gumshoe. I am Excelsius Winner, father to this idiot boy. Oh! Ooh, he doesn't like his son. My wife and I were so happy when he was born. And now she's gone too. Heaven only knows to where. Dad, Here, use my handkerchief. Thank you, son. You're a good boy in your own silly way. He's like, I love him, but he ate the sharpest tool in the shed, to quote Smash Mouth. Like father, like son, I suppose. Though it's hard to say who's the bigger fool. Well, Verity, how goes the investigation? Thank you for asking, sir. We have identified a prime suspect, 1K Faraday. We are currently trying... You don't have nearly enough to make her your prime suspect and you know it. Or have you forgotten what we just discovered about the letter? I told you that was just a mix-up. They got the wrong Nyah! Don't test my patience. All right, that's enough. Let's all just calm down, shall we? I'm sorry you had to see that, sir. My humblest apologies. I think you've all made your cases very clearly. All except for you, Eustace. What? But, Dad? We are prosecutors, and it is our duty to identify suspects and bring them to justice. But I wouldn't dare call someone a suspect without evidence or a motive. Please, Mr. Edgeworth. I know all about your relationship to the accused. Thick as thieves seems pretty apt based on what I've heard. Kay's no criminal. She's helped us catch the bad guys loads of times. Much about this case is still unclear, sir. Please, you have to let us... It's heartwarming, really. The bonds of friendship are so strong among the young. Fire? What did he burn? But circumstances being what they are, I'm afraid those bonds won't be enough. Okay, I'm kind of annoyed. I'm not annoyed at the fact that Kay is the prime suspect. I get it. I understand why she's the prime suspect. What I'm annoyed about is that why has nobody, absolutely nobody, thought or come up with the idea that maybe this murder and Kay being pushed off this very same building is connected? Especially when there are letters on both of them? Why is Edgeworth and Gumshoe not bringing up the fact to the rest of the other prosecutors that Kay was pushed off this building yesterday and now has amnesia? Like, what are we missing here? Why are we not bringing these two dots together? Hello? And it was the same night. Like, you're right. I don't get it. What the heck is that supposed to mean? The prosecutor's office needs this case cleared up as quickly as possible. Time is oh so precious, and we have so little of it. There's so many other cases. I'm sorry, but you understand, of course, don't you? Right, Miss Kay Faraday? Time to come along quietly. Yes, sir. You're not taking her. She's innocent, I tell ya. To defy the chairman of the committee is to defy the law itself. It is an act of so brazen, a hearing won't be necessary at all. Are you prepared for Mr. Edgeworth to lose his badge over this detective? So either Kay goes down or Mr. Edgeworth loses his badge? What the heck am I supposed to do? You'd use his badge to shield yourselves. Oh, how the committee has fallen. Kay, you're innocent. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Thank you. We've only known each other for a short while, but you've been very kind. And I'm sorry. Sorry for being a criminal. Your contrition has been noted, Miss Faraday, and will be conveyed to the goddess of justice. Kay, stop confessing! Ugh, what in the world should I do? When I was little, all I wanted was to be like my father. To become an attorney and fight for those who can't fight for themselves. But now my fate is tied to that of this one tiny badge. One tiny badge against the life of a dear acquaintance. Who am I kidding? There's nothing to weigh up here. I guess this is it. Goodbye, Mr. Edgeworth.
Hold it!
Yes! Let's go! Technically, we could say we aren't 100% certain she's Kay. There's no legal things to say she is Kay. That is also true. There are so many arguments we could be making right now, and we are using absolutely none of them. Judge Gavell, a moment, please. Yes, what is it? He gives up his badge himself! Oh, what a badass! Your badge? What is the meaning of this? I am returning it. From this day forth, I'm a prosecutor no longer. Mr. Edgeworth! What are you doing? Miles Edgeworth, explain yourself right now. You're giving it all up? Just like that? You can't mean it, sir. Tell me you're kidding. Please. If you're not a prosecutor anymore, then what does that make me? I have one duty, and one duty alone, to pursue the truth. If being a prosecutor means I must turn a blind eye to the very truth before me, then I will gladly shed the title to be free. I'll carve my own path, one I believe in. I won't let my search for the truth end here. Are you running away from the Von Karma? From me? Say what you will, Franziska. You won't change my mind. So you're leaving me behind again? I'll never forgive you for this. Never. No. No, this is all my fault. None of this would have happened if it wasn't for me. Wait. Kay, don't go. You stay right where you are, detective. But sir! I'm not a prosecutor anymore. Don't say that. Where you go, I go, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm always there, right by your side. There's no need for you to do that now, detective. That's so gay of Gumshoe. Hello? No matter what, I'll be by your side. Oh! How affectionate. Simply focus on your job and do what you can. They are lovers? No! Unfortunately, listen, Gumworth is a ship, but unfortunately, I don't think Edgeworth returns it. The affections. I don't ship it because I ship it in a way that I think it's completely one-sided. Well, now this isn't no good, is it? We've let a dangerous criminal run free. I try, and yet it's never enough. There's no need to worry, sir. We'll set up a court and she won't get far. She'd better not. I'll be very disappointed in you if she does. Oh, that man is so the murderer. To be continued. Nice. Wow. Well, that was an action-packed scene. First stream of this case. Shit! No, I want to go to options! Thank you! Exit game! Don't save! Exit game! Thank you! That was great, though. I loved that a lot. Good timing, but now I have to wait till next week. I know, I'm sorry. It'll come soon enough. And until then, we do have Repo to play with chat. So that'll be fun. Oh, but yeah, I don't think Kay did it. I think someone did both. And I think it was, I think someone did both. And I think it's Winner's dad. I think it's Big Winner. A really funny way of saying it, but I think it's Big Winner. Alright. Oh, stop doing this to me. Twitch, don't be weird. Don't be weird with me now. Come on. Alrighty. That reminds me to get Repo. Hell yeah! Yeah, everyone get Repo, gamers! Get Repo! Been telling my friends for a while, but I haven't gotten around to it. It is really good. I'm excited to play it with all of you. Alright, let me find someone to raid. No. Trying to spread out who I raid. I've not raided this person in the last 30 days. Okay, you are one of them. I might pick you. So we can raid Story of Seasons. We can raid someone playing Ghost Janitors. We can raid someone playing Terraria. I also think it's Big Winner because he's smiling a lot. Yeah, he's smiling a lot. He wants this done quickly. He's wearing red. Eustace's dad's fan translation name is Blaze de Best. I like that. I like that. I like that one. That's cool. We can watch some Resident Evil Requiem. Yeah, we'll make those our options today. Are you modding repo for infinite players or just going with the max number of 6? Max number of 6. And if more people than who we want to join, then I'll set up a queue. So is this a great streamer? Looking forward to the next one I can catch? Me too. I don't know why I'm saying me too to looking forward to the next stream I can catch. It's my stream. I catch all of them. Hello? Good night, Mare. Thank you for sticking around. All right. Let's spin the wheel. Because I don't think anyone told me a game they would prefer to play. We're gonna raid to Miss Ash today. She is playing with a few other people, and she is playing Ghost Janitors, which sounds equally creepy and also potentially really funny. So there we go. Let's start that raid. All right, everyone, you know the deal. Thank you, everyone, so much for coming into the stream today. Thank you for chatting. Thank you for helping out, playing word games, being nice and lovely as usual. We will be sending all of our love over to Ms. Ash Rocks. The lovely Ms. Ash Rocks. This is the raid message for those who are followers of the stream. And then this is the raid message for those who are subscribers to the stream. So, wiggles for subs, purple hearts for non-subs. Later this week, we will be doing the Repo Community Day. I would love to see all of you there. It'll be a really fun time. I still know nothing about Repo, so it's going to be real funny. If you want to join the Discord to catch up with me, other gamers, put stuff in the show and tell category that I can show off to stream, or vote in future community days, there's the Discord link there. And you can follow me on various social medias. I'm mostly active on Blue Sky. Actually, I'm active on all of these, you know? I'm active just about everywhere. But yeah, I hope you all have a really good day, night, afternoon. Thank you so much for sticking around, and I will see all of you next time. Bye-bye.